Good evening, YouTube. Just a little video tonight about the importance of processing your wood as soon as you can after you get it. I'm a twice turn bowl person. That's what I do. That's what I love. That's what I enjoy. And these bowl blanks you see here on the lathe, these are all pecan that I got out of a tree in January of 2023. And I brought the wood home and I let it sit outside. And it sat outside for many months in the firewood pile, just like it was pecan firewood. And I was like, oh, I gotta get to that, gotta get to that, gotta get to that. And it took me a long time to get to it. And by the time I got everything roughed out, I found a bunch of that. Yeah, those are bug holes. Everybody thinks they're cute. Let me show you what I've got over here on the workbench. This is another pecan bowl from the same batch. And you can see right here, I'm repairing some bug holes with CA and coffee grounds like everybody does. This bowl, as you see it, was about a full inch taller and at least an inch wider earlier today. I had it roughed down, I had it turned down to final thickness, and it was just a little thicker than what I wanted. And I showed it to my wife. I said, what do you think about this? Does this seem as too thick? And she's like, yeah, a little. So I decided to thin it down to about where it is now. You know, it's about a 1/4 inch, 7 millimeters for those in Europe or UK or anywhere that uses metric. About 7 millimeters, maybe between 6 and 7 millimeters. And when I did that, when I got it thinned down to where the wall thickness was about right, I ended up having bug holes on the rim. Let me see if I can find the scraps here. I ended up cutting the whole lip off. But see, this right here was what my top edge was. Well, you can't have a bowl with that as your top edge. I mean, I have some resin. Could I have saved it? Yeah, but I mean, and I like watching guys do resin like Jim Sprague and other people, but I'm not a resin guy. And so my nice big pecan bowl that I had done is now here. If going back to these other blanks here, see this one here with the chuck on it? That's a big old knot. And it's all cracked out, and I've filled it with some 5-minute epoxy, and for whatever reason today it's decided it doesn't want to dry very well, even though I mixed it really good. And it's out of one of those 2-in-1 squeeze tube test squeeze out thingies that it measured out the same amount from both of them. But I've got, you can see, got a bug hole right here. This bowl here is from, well, like I say, from the same batch. Look at all that cracking. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. It's frustrating because it's a nice sized bowl. Beautiful color wood. But it's got this honking crack going all the way down. What am I going to do with these bug holes? I'm going to try and turn them away. Well, that one fell on the floor. But like here, I got some bark, but there's bug holes on this one. This is a smaller one. Probably be able to save that. And then I've got this one here. It's got a crack there. I don't know what that is. Might be able to save this one. But, the reason this stuff is like this, the reason it cracks so bad, you got bug holes, it's because I left it sit outside. Now, when I got this batch of wood recently, I've got, this is a lot of sweet gum, some oak, and some birch. That's all recent acquisitions. I turned that as soon as I absolutely could. I didn't dilly-dally around and just leave it laying outside. I got on it as quick as I could, and hopefully stuff will last, won't get all, I know it won't get all bug hole eaten because it's inside, and plus it won't crack so much when it dries. The other thing I started doing is, behind the pecan bowl, is my new method of sealing things. I got that at Walmart for $12 and change. Whole gallon. you can see what brand it is. And I learned this from Kerry Corney, great turner down in Brisbane, Australia. And you know, he coats all his stuff with PVA glue that he waters down. I don't water it down. I keep my brush, see there's the tip of my brush sticking out. I keep it in that jar of water. I just pour some glue in here, however much I think I'm gonna need. Take the soft and wet brush and just start painting it on all over the integrating. Now you can see this, some of this wood up here has been sealed with it, some of it hasn't. Some of it's just been sealed with house paint because that's all I had. And I have to say, sealing the bowls with house paint is better than not sealing them at all. So, you know, but you can see I got all these pecan bowls up here. And I know some of them got wormhole. I know most of them got wormholes and a fair good bit of cracks. And I just don't like fooling with that stuff. I like turning it, letting it dry, pulling it off the shelf in a few months when it's dry, and making it into something nice. I'm really hoping these live edge ones here hold on to stuff. You can see the ones that are a little more yellowish, that's got glue on it. So I'm hoping that that'll do the trick for me, because, you know, I'm tired of that and this and this. So if you don't want to deal with that sort of stuff like I don't, promptly turn your wood when you get it, or buy kiln dried stuff. I've bought one kiln dried bowl blank in the 3-4 years I've been turning, and that's okay if that's what you want to do. If you want to be a twice turn turner like I do and do all your work, get all your wood from just firewood, trees that are taken down by tree services, or your friends, they have, you know, they have some leftover firewood. Hey, you make me a bowl out of this? You know, that's where I get all my wood. I haven't paid for any of this. Now I make people bowls for the wood. I go play with my chainsaw, which I love doing. Some people don't like fooling with chainsaws. I love it. I've been cutting firewood since I was probably 13 years old, my dad. I'm 61 now, so you do that math. You know how long I've been playing with chainsaws and cutting firewood. So it's, you know, and the other thing too about pre-made bowl blanks, you can't get character like knots. Now, the only reason I'm trying to save this is so I can give this to a guy for a salad bowl. Said he wanted a salad bowl. I'm trying to make it so it doesn't, salad dressing doesn't go leaking into things, you know, and so sealing it up that knot, you know. I don't know what I'll do with the rest of these. This has got bark, that's got to come off. You know, I used to like to leave bark, but after watching Richard Raffin, you know, I've kind of adapted his thought process on things, and he doesn't like dealing with cracks, he doesn't like dealing with bark, he doesn't like dealing with bug holes. So if you don't want to do it either, promptly turn your wood and seal it. That's what I didn't do on all this pecan, and now I'm paying the price for it. And I'm just impatient enough that if I get tired of fooling with something, it's going in the burn pile. There's always another tree. The state I live in the southeast here in US, just everything grows all the time. So anyway, that's just a little rant I have about why you should quickly process your wood when you get it and not leave it laying outside like I did, because I still have a pile of red cedar out there that I got about before I got this. Now cedar's more naturally bug resistant, but we'll see what's left of that cedar when I finally ever get around to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you want to. Bye.